Excited to have you as co-CEOs, and I want to just ask you, Keith, what excited you about this Dreamforce?
Well, I'll tell you, this is the most amazing Dreamforce ever. We talk about every year it's going to be even better and better. And here's one thing I learned today. Lars from Metallica knows our products.
Keith, please take the Dreamforce stage. Everyone, please welcome Keith Paul.
Thank you, Mark. I hope everybody's having an amazing Dreamforce. We just heard from Brunello, Michelangelo, Mark Benioff.
Round of applause for Mark, huh?
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, we're going to spend a little bit of time on customer success. We are clearly at the dawn of the fourth industrial revolution. We all know that. We see transformation unfolding all over the place, all around us. CEOs have become chief transformation officers. But the most important thing is customer success. It is all about customer success. It's more important than ever. It is personal for me. I am passionate about this. I am committed to you, all of our customers, our amazing trailblazers out here. But it's not just me. It's over 32,000 employees at Salesforce who wake up every day, and they are your chief customer success officers. 7 by 24, 365 days a year, we're on call for you. And that is my commitment, that is all of Salesforce's commitment. And I think that is a great thing for the future of customer success. Moran, who is sitting right here with us, how about we roll this film, because it's an incredible story.
So when you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a lawyer. My first job out of college was working for a venture capital company, and I got paid extra to put in a client server network. That's what my calling was. I loved it. It was super fun, and I just have never looked back.
Well, Jane is a super person, and we're happy to have her run our IT and broader functions, actually. First and foremost, he had to straighten out a little bit our systems to bring us into the 21st century.
When Paul hired me, he really wanted me to help deliver technology to our organization.
Everybody should be a digital native, and we should be sure that we have the technologies available that everybody can understand and can use.
That was the mandate. It was really get the technology organization that was working in the front office as opposed to always the back office.
Unilever has made an audacious goal, actually, to decouple our growth through environmental impact and at the same time improve our overall social impact. If you can marry your values and beliefs with the one of the company that you work in, you're undoubtedly going to be more successful.
We have an obligation as big corporations to help people in their lives, help people live better lives. 2.5 billion people every day use a Unilever product. We came to the company because of this mission. So it's great to work for an organization that sort of has this higher purpose.
Our best way to connect with the citizens of this world is through our brands. So each of our brands has a purpose, and the stronger that purpose, the better the brand does.
When I started in this role, I called my friends at Salesforce and said, listen, you need to help me out. We need to really move from a project-based way of working to a platform-based approach to really enable digital for the organization.
But think about connecting all these consumers. Now we can really be passionate. We said we were passionate about consumers. Now we can do it on a one-on-one basis.
The relationship between Unilever and Salesforce is not the old traditional software vendor and customer. This is really a true partnership.
And any of our brands to be successful long term needs to actually have a movement of change behind that. Salesforce is a wonderful platform to help us build these movements of change.
Running fast in agility is in the DNA at Unilever. I think with Salesforce, it's just put it on steroids.
Technology has allowed us to disperse power amongst many people.
What I'm trying to do is put the power of the technology into the hands of the people that use it. And so I want to give my power away. I don't want to keep it to myself. It's too cool. You got to give it away.
Well, it's a tall order for Jane, and she's well on the way to make us all technologists. I think some of us are better at it than others.
We've got technology now really supporting all aspects of our business.
And this is a relationship built on purpose, a relationship built on passion, positive energy, and for the greater good. And when you bring people together under that principle, miracles happen.
That will make you more profitable, more successful, and happier. Everybody wins.
What a great story. And now here to tell us more about Unilever is our CMO, Stephanie Buscemi.
Thank you. Hello, Dreamforce. All right, we're heading here into the 7th inning stretch, and I need your focus. I want all of you to imagine a future in which every business out there knows that doing well means doing good. That's right, we all need to do that. And the reality is here today is that Unilever is one of those companies. Unilever and Salesforce partnering together. Unilever is blazing a trail in the 4th Industrial Revolution. How are they doing this? They are driving sustainable business practices at massive scale. They're doing it globally and around the world. And we share those values with them at Salesforce. We share these same values with them and believe that we can make a positive impact in the world and do it together. I'm very happy that we have Jane and the entire Unilever team and Peter right here with us. I want to say thank you for the incredible partnership. The whole team is here. Going to share your story. So they're operating right now in 190 countries around the globe. And they have 2 customers. They have the retailers, think Target, think Walmart, in Europe, think Tesco. And then they have the consumers, like you and me. They actually have to the tune of 2.5 billion consumers using their products every day, across 400 brands that we all know and love. And the team said, Stephanie, do tell us your favorite brand, and I'll give you all a hint. Cherry Garcia, anyone? I'll come back to that later. In all seriousness, regardless of the brand you choose, Unilever knows that you have to deliver personalized, relevant experiences for every consumer today. That's the way you win out here. That's the way you win. And they're doing it with Salesforce, leveraging the Customer Success Platform. The Customer Success Platform allows them to connect across sales, service, marketing, commerce, you name the touch point, and it allows them to connect with their customers in a whole new way. Now, it's not enough just to have the Customer Success Platform. We have this strategic partnership, and we've worked tirelessly with the team to tailor it to their business practices and their business needs. And that's why they now have the Unilever 360. The Unilever 360 is customized to their business, and they're already seeing tremendous value out of it. Today, they have over 66 employee apps built, designed against their business processes. What does that mean? Those 66 apps on our platform allow them to drive greater speed and agility in their business. How do they get all that data together? MuleSoft. With MuleSoft, they've taken 50 different disparate systems around the globe, brought them together, and now they can surface insights to 92,000 employees. It's absolutely incredible. Now, I don't want to just tell you about it, I want to show it to you. So, we do all of our demos live here at Salesforce, so please join me in welcoming Janessa and Renan, who will drive this live demo. We're talking ice cream, so this should be fun. So, because trust is our #1 value at Salesforce, I want to highlight for you that this data is fictitious. We want to respect the privacy of Unilever, but the use case is real. What you're looking at is Einstein Analytics. And Einstein Analytics is powering a global sales dashboard for my favorite person, Samantha. Samantha is the head of the food and refreshment group at Unilever and for Ben & Jerry's. And she uses this to track all of her performance metrics. She can see all of her sales metrics across all of her brands. Take a moment to appreciate the power of this. We all know it takes good data to be able to get these insights, and she can get them right here because MuleSoft has surfaced all this data into Einstein Analytics. Now, because she gets that, she gets more. She also gets view into all of her sustainability metrics. I told you, every employee, and you saw it in the video, doing well means doing good at Unilever. And Samantha is no exception. Right here, she can see, is she reducing environmental impact across the brands that she manages? It's fantastic. It's right at her disposal to see that. Now, she could go through this dashboard manually any way she wants, but Ching Ching showed you something pretty amazing. Ching Ching showed you that she can talk to Salesforce. So let's take a look at that. Janessa, will you show us how Einstein joins this party?
Sure, Stephanie, watch this. Einstein, how can I improve consumer engagement?
And there you have it. Einstein is surfacing insights for Samantha right here. Einstein's bringing these insights right to the forefront. And what he's telling her right now is that her consumer engagement and her revenue is highest when tied to sustainability. That's right, consumers are voting with their wallet. They want to buy products that are good on the environment. So what does she want to do? Well, she wants to create more sustainability programs. It's easy for her. She clicks on this innovation request right here, and with a simple form submission, she can reach all 92,000 employees at Unilever and ask them for product proposals, ask them for thinking and suggestions on what could be some good programs on sustainability. She hits submit, and let's take a look. She gets an alert, and she's got all the employees surfacing these suggested proposals and ideas to her. What you're looking at right here is very real for Unilever. This is how they're driving innovation across the company. This is called the IPM. It's called the Innovation Process Management app, and it's built, that's right, on the Lightning platform. This app allows all the employees to collaborate and drive innovation. You heard Polman in the video. He believes that every employee should have a voice. And when everyone speaks, that's when you get the most innovation in your company. So all the employees have surfaced these ideas, and the employees have voted, and my favorite comes to the top. The Ben & Jerry's team, a creative bunch, have suggested a very cool idea that they build a consumer app where consumers can go in and mix up and make their favorite flavors of ice cream while learning about the sustainability practices, the ingredients that they put in their products. Samantha loves this idea. She doesn't need to go into email. She doesn't need to put together a spreadsheet. The workflow is built all in this Lightning app. She hits approve, and off to the Ben & Jerry's team it goes. They can now go ahead, they've got the green light to build this app. Want to take a look? I do. This is the Flavor Lab. Welcome to the Flavor Lab. This app is how Unilever delivers amazing brand experiences. This isn't built entirely on Heroku. It's built on Heroku. It has a beautiful interface, and now every consumer can have this crazy fun brand experience making their own flavors. Who wants to make a flavor of ice cream? Okay, we all scream for ice cream. So we're going to mix up our favorite flavors of ice cream here. We can pick our ingredients, our toppings, all of that we can put in here. And right here you see, they've tied it back to their core values. They're teaching you about the sustainability practices right there. Now here comes the fun part. We get to name the flavor. And I want to pay homage today to Heroku that built this beautiful and powers this app. We're going to call this Heroku Crunch. And now we're going to have some fun as a team. You get to vote. And everyone knows it's like one of those other apps where you swipe to the left and swipe to the right. And you get to vote. But this is ice cream, everyone. And let's see what comes to the top. There we go. Heroku Crunch is the flavor du jour. This flavor's coming to market. What will that mean for all the Ben & Jerry's stores out there, all the retailers? Well, I'm going to show you exactly what that's going to look like. They are going to leverage Salesforce B2B commerce. You're looking at it right here. It looks like a consumer experience, because what we've done is we've taken all the best practices of consumer experience and we've pushed it in with B2B capabilities. So right here is the view of Michelle. Michelle is a local San Francisco franchisee owner. She's got her 3 locations. She's got all her past order history. She can simply go through with a click and make a reorder. But Einstein's with her every step of the way. Einstein's surfacing our new flavor, my favorite, Pierogi Crunch, and teaching her about the sustainability practices. She's going to go ahead and add that to her cart. And here's where Einstein really kicks in. With a simple hit of suggested, Einstein surfaces all the recommendations around her order. The locations, the flavors, the quantities. Anyone who has been in a B2B purchasing scenario knows this is hard. This is lots of spreadsheets, lots of mailing locations, lots of routing, and we've brought it all here in one page for you, with Einstein going across all her order history of the past and surfacing these recommendations. And it looks like right here, Einstein's also giving her a good marketing tip. There is a special event in the San Francisco area, and he thinks she should add an ice cream truck to her promotional plan. She adds it in, and she heads to checkout. Right here, she has everything she needs. She checks out. That's one sweet order. She's got a bunch of ice cream en route to her. Now, you just saw, very, very, very quickly, the power of the Customer 360 and the Success Platform to power Unilever. Don't miss out. You can see it on the sessions in the campground and the trail mix on the screen. But I ask you all, where is the ice cream truck? That's right. I wouldn't talk to you all about ice cream without serving you ice cream. At the end of this keynote, please visit me in the campground, where all of you will get your favorite flavors of Unilever and Ben & Jerry's flavors, and we hope to see you. Thank you, and back to you, Keith.
All right, Stephanie. Great job. Awesome job by Stephanie. Awesome job talking about an iconic company, an amazing brand. And here from Unilever to join us, we have Peter and Jane. How about a welcome for those folks, please? Peter, good to see you. Jane, great to see you. Welcome to Dreamforce.
It's great to be. This is my 10th Dreamforce, by the way.
Amazing. Peter?
It's my first.
It's also amazing. There you go. So, first of all, congratulations. Thanks for joining us. We had some time together last week where Paul was out and created just an incredible CEO, great trailblazer. And we're talking about the transformation in Unilever. And Jane, just on that film, that line about giving the power.
Yeah. Well, I really believe we need to empower our employees to do for themselves. And that's what I love so much about this platform and the partnership with Salesforce. We're able to give to our employees the data they need and the technology they need in the speed, with the agility, and everything's changing so quickly. Stephanie mentioned 66 different applications on this platform, and it's growing every day. And we're letting our employees, we're giving them the power to do for themselves. And I have to give a shout out to the Unilever technology teams, because they're fantastic, and there's a bunch of them here. They have really, just giving the tools to the development staff to make changes quickly in this changing world. It's amazing, and it's just been an incredible experience.
You've created this culture of trailblazers that just permeates throughout the organization. Do you want to share some thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, the heart of our strategy is to build sustainable brands. And I think we need to adapt very quickly. And so just that whole rate of innovation, and we have 170,000 employees in 200 countries and 400 brands, and you start to add it all up, you have to be able to scale quickly. And that's what this tooling is allowing us to do. It's giving us the power to scale at enormous speed. So it's just been fantastic.
That's just incredible. So Peter, the importance of the 360-degree view of the customer in the Industrial Revolution, you're passionate about this.
Absolutely. And when you think about it, every part of our value chain gets disrupted through the new technologies. And you ask yourself the questions, what do we do? We need to wholesale redesign the business. So what we did is go back to the basics and think about what we're all about. We're all about making sustainable living commonplace. And as Mark already said at his opening speech, what do we really have as a company? And that is trust. Trust between us and 160,000 employees, or more than 200 million suppliers, among which many smallholder farmers, but also more than 10 million customers. You have the Tesco's, the Walmarts, the Amazon, but also very small mama and papa shops that need our products to make a living. And then our 2.5 billion consumers. And then you think, what is now really new? What is the opportunity that this new technology, and especially that Salesforce also gives us? And that is the ability to truly connect. We did mass marketing, but that is actually talking to people. And we said brands are our friends. But what about a friend that only talks to you, but you can't talk back? No, true friendship, true love only comes when you can have a relationship. And the 360 tools that you have developed allow us to have real relationships where we go in dialogue. And that's the beauty.
Well, we have a lot of true love for Unilever, so Peter, Jane, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And congratulations on being such great trailblazers. Thank you. All right, speaking of trailblazers, we have another amazing story of a company that is completely reinventing hospitality with an amazing CEO